Hi, I'm Natasha Clark, and this is Lioness TV. There's so many outlets today that entrepreneurs can use to get their message, brand, and activities out there to their audience. Today, we're going to focus on specifically press coverage. I've talked to many entrepreneurs who say that they've sent out press releases or news announcements, and they just don't hear back from the press. As a former news reporter, I know some of the things that I used to look for in a press release that would pique my interest. One, the first tip, is to do something freaking awesome in the first place. We all want news that is relevant. Think of yourself as a reader, because you are. What are some of the outlets that you like to read? Of course, one of them, Lioness magazine. But what about an article catches your eye? Don't send out press releases saying, such and such has opened a business on such and such street. Who cares? So many people are opening a business every single day. In fact, 1,885 women open a business per day. So you better sit back and figure out what is so interesting about yours, and that's what the press release needs to be about. Well, one, you want it to be interesting. What is your company doing right now that's really innovative, that's different, that's piquing someone else's interest? That's what you want to lead with. Two, if you're not getting any coverage through your absolute awesomeness, try a badass event. What is something that your company could host locally or nationally in something like a Google Hangout or a live tweet session that could really not only draw an audience in, but also lure in the press? That's another way that you can get creative, still do something for your audience by the event, and three, kind of rouse the press in to pique their interest a little bit. Do something awesome that will draw them there. Three, be a part of the conversation. So what's happening right now in the world? What's happening that's really a hot buzz topic in your industry? That's where you should be at. If you're going to be an industry leader, you should be a part of the conversation, whether it's locally or nationally. So find out what that hot buzz topic is, what's something that everyone in your industry is talking about, and be there. Another problem I have with is, well, nobody's inviting me to speak or to be a part of that conversation. Well, to hell with that. Start the conversation yourself. If something really amazing is happening, let's say there's something really important in your city, right? And you know that other small business owners are really, really interested in it, or your audience is. Create that space to have the dialogue. Host a conversation at your place of business or at another business owner's office or location who's interested in also being a part of the conversation. That draws press coverage, people. Whatever people are, that's where the press wants to be. So just to round it off back for you again, when you're wondering why you're not getting press coverage off of your press releases or anything that your company is doing, ask yourself those three questions. Am I doing something that's awesome and interesting in the first place? If so, am I telling everybody about it? Two, am I hosting badass events or activities that draws in not only my audience, but the press? And three, am I a part of the darn conversation? Because that's where you should be. And I'm not talking about flash in the pan conversations. I'm talking about real industry driving, innovative conversations. If no one in your community is having them, then you should be. Last but not least, in the link below, you will find a link to lionessmagazine.com where we are giving you the ins and outs of a general press release. The other thing that might not be helping you get news coverage is if your press release looks like absolute shit. So go back, make sure you have the bare minimum basics. It doesn't have to be extravagant, super flashy, gimmicky. At the end of the day, people want to know the details. Who's doing it? What are they doing? Why, how, and where? Those are the basics your press release should have. If you're not really sure on how to set one up, Click the link below and we'll take you to a basic press release where you can see an outline that's easy for you to go on and plug your information in. Again, I'm Natasha. This is Lioness TV. If you have a question or a topic that you'd like to suggest, hit us up in the comments below and we'll be glad to help you out. Until next week, unleash the lioness within.